take off.
BTS.
There you go.
Take off.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
여보세요.
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 여보세요. Hello.
Yeah. Woo. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. 잘 오셨어.
제이콥 작가님이 저희랑 이 커넥트 프로젝트를 같이 하게 된 계기가 궁금합니다. First question.
Well, I think it's interesting to work with projects that seek on connectivity across different places in the world, but also with nature and technology.
자연 되게 좋아합니다.
Yeah, but I also think it's really interesting to connect artists from different types of practices.
그렇지.
Yeah,
그러니까.
yeah. So we can make kind of new perspectives.
Yeah. 우리도. 자, 그럼
Woo!
카타르시스라는 작품에 대해서 설명 좀 해주셨으면 합니다.
Yeah, so Catharsis is made from a forest that I went to 3D scan. And I went with a collaborator of mine that works a lot in sound. So we just spent a month in nature. To create something that feels very calming and immersive and magical.
It looks really magical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, your videos also look amazing.
되게
뮤비쩐데.
되게 몽환적이었다가 영어로 뭐예요?
뭐하죠?
Yeah.
글쎄.
Yeah.
So we wonder
And
like.
they work. Okay.
Oh, sorry. What was it? Yeah.
I was just saying they work also the way Catharsis is exhibited in London is that it works together with architecture. So I try to melt together these magical nature landscapes with the architecture. Yeah.
실제로 봐보고 싶긴 하다.
So we wonder like, is there some message or some words you wanna deliver through catharsis?
Yeah, I think very much it's about an experience. So it's also about things that are maybe complicated to say with words. And something that I really want to do is to create something that stimulates curiosity and imagination for people to kind of reconnect them with nature. So instead of doing something that's just showing what's wrong in the world, I want to create new perspectives. I want to participate and distribute new ways of looking at the world. So I really hope that the audience that sees that really are kind of overwhelmed or they feel inspired and they want to connect both nature and the technology they live with in new ways.
뭔가 멋있네. 자연 막상 자연 속에서는 인간의 모습이 등장하지 않는 것 같은데 작품 속에 직접적으로 인간이 등장하지 않는 이유는 또 따로 있나요?
Yeah, well, I think we already have very much focus in representation of the human body. So I want to explore and create perspectives on other creatures and other places and species like trees.
사람은 자주 보이니까.
So I work a lot in general with all my work to explore how we can use technology not just to represent and tell human stories, but almost use it as a kind of lens, like an extension of your ears and your eyes, so you can see and listen to things that you cannot perceive without technology. So I look at media like apps or even videos of virtual reality as kind of extensions of the human senses. So we can connect to other places and species in the world.
Yeah. So you take much time in like Sweat Forest, and there's no human in catharsis for your pieces. So like we have become curious through your pieces the relationship between the nature and the human. So our last question is like what's like our future like in your perspective?
Yeah, something that inspires me a lot is actually dance and animism. So a kind of spirituality. So, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah.
You hear me? Okay. So something that I'm very curious to explore is that when I go out in nature and use technology, I've been using it since a teenager. So it's very intuitive. It's very corporal for me to go with camera and microphones and work with people and like climb trees, work in the mud, all these kind of things. It feels very performative. It has a lot of movement and physicality in creating works like Catharsis. So what I kind of want to create for the future is a sense of connecting with technology and nature, but in very corporal and imaginative ways, where like through movement and by using technology, you're almost like dancing around all the species or connecting to them. So I hope that in the future we become more and more kind of spiritual creatures with technology as a way of connecting to natural environments, also to other humans, but I think there are already many artists who work with connecting people, but I want to introduce connecting to natural environment and other species as well in these very performative living experiences like catharsis. So I hope we have more of this in the future.
So yeah, so this is basically a connect between
Good.
techniques and nature and humans and nature, past, present, and future, right? So yeah, I think it's
Yeah, for sure.
really goes well with the project Connect. Thank you for
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
I am very excited to be part of it. Thank you so much for making this project happen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
제가
weird.
선생님 참 좋아합니다.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.